Okay, I'm back. I have, as we can see, two of the four side quests completed, and there's two quests right there. So I guess I'll just do the closer one first, or maybe I'll take a look at them both before I decide. And as a reminder, I picked up this, which appears to do both frost and fire damage. I was experimenting a little bit with it. It is warrior, which does mean it will help me take reduced damage a little bit, but at the same time, it doesn't heal me like vampire would. So this is going to force me to be more careful with my attacking, and that overall might be a good thing. So this is
Ready for the next phase of our operation?
Jar, and this is
Just the de-escalation without violence expert I've been searching for. Come here, sweetie.
de-escalation without violence. That doesn't sound like me at all. But Jar wants to continue what is like the main story of this zone. So I think I'm gonna leave her be for now. And do this. Let's talk to Bench.
Just keep it in your pants, okay, darling? Your gun, I mean.
Non-violent offender. Please keep the violence to a minimum. We promise we'll give you more mechanics than violence, but just this once.
Name's Bench. We here in the village have been having a spot of trouble with our local evil wizard, Baldar the Ghastly. I know you can help.
I have the perfect bullets for him. Wait until you see what they do to his face skin. It is wild.
No! This village has seen enough violence for one lifetime. We want this solved peacefully. Just get him to leave us alone.
Non-violence could very well be my middle name, if I had a middle name. Should I have a middle name?
Find Baldar the Ghastly. I am curious to see where this goes. Let me check. Let's see. It looks like it's above. So I'll need to go there to start. What's this? I think I saw a cloaked person, goblin. Alright, well, we're doing this without violence, right? So let's do this without violence.
You must be lost. Let me show you the way out.
Regenerate shields a little before I continue on. Okay. Let's move faster.
Unstoppable.
I don't know that the entire quest needs to be without violence, but they asked for non-violence.
Numbers.
So let me get this straight. We're trying to not aggro this guy?
Yeah, you heard the bird. Don't worry, I'm sure this will be super duper easy since you're both masters of finesse. Smoothest of the smooth.
Oh, we can finesse. We're finesse-capable.
Aw, you really do think that? And I want you to know, from me to you, it's really adorable.
Okay, moving on. Run!
I feel magical.
See in here? Talk.
Deeply tropey evil wizard, correct?
Yes, this, I take pride in finding new and exciting ways to terrorize those infernal nerds in the village. And with this one-of-a-kind scroll, I shall unlock an ancient tomb housing a weapon more horrifying than you can imagine.
I can't believe I promised not to end this man. There's clearly only one other way forward.
Seduce him. Intimidate or seduce? I gotta go with seduce.
Wow, you are so much more hot than I expected. I'm all, flustered. I know you feel it too. Should we, go somewhere?
Oh, not this again. Curse these good looks. Do I look like I smash? I'm an evil wizard. I do not smash. Leave me alone. You'll never catch me.
Alright, before I chase...
Tempted? Moi? First time for everything. Guess I'll catch him for good measure.
Alright,
You run around like a coil chasing its tail.
okay, before I start chasing this guy, there's a chest right here. So, at the top of this structure area, chest.
Toying with you is just too much fun.
Alright, where are you? Are you down there?
I can do this all day, fool.
Oh, I see you.
Look, you don't like me, I don't like you, so don't make me make it weird again.
Please, don't try to seduce me again. It makes me feel super awkward. If you just let me go, I'll give you this. It will unseal an ancient cave, and within you will find a weapon.
Ancient incantation. Good luck pronouncing them weird-ass words.
Feel a great shift in the magical fabric of the universe. Did you solve our wizard problem?
Right, yes, we just had a lovely chat. Best buds. He even gave me his favorite scroll. Scroll of cave opening. Cave with weapon inside opening.
Oh dear. A weapon, you say? Well, you're obviously more than capable of solving our problems without violence. Please get that weapon away from us before any more harm comes to our peaceful village.
That's all the way over there. Okay, so I will rejoin you when I'm at the entrance of the cave, and as I make my way back down here, I'm gonna look for challenges and stuff. So, all right. So just behind the structure that we were just in, there is this much smaller structure. It almost looks like maybe an outhouse or something, but inside is a lucky die.
Numbers, go!
And then out in front of that same structure where we found the wizard, there's sort of a dock-like area that extends out over the frozen lake. And at the edge of the dock, a chest and a lucky die. And this time I'm going to remember to get the lucky die first.
You're feeling luckier, my little bear.
Ooh. More damage and attack speed and vampire. I'm going to keep that around for if this weapon doesn't work out. And as I'm making my way back, I took a detour into this little side area here and up this ladder. Look, I noticed a trap before it hit me.
You're close to a marble. Break it open now. Please?
I'm not going to consider this violence because it's just an item.
To make some coin, Eldon started a wart-shrinking side hustle. Long story short, he grew one into a third head instead. Luckily, the chatty thing responded well to an old-fashioned demon punch to the face and topical ointment. Extraordinary teamwork, I say.
Interesting. I've been assuming up till now that these customizations would be locked to the particular challenges they come from, and there wouldn't be other sources. So either the customizations are at least partially randomized, or you can get this customization from another source because I already have it, and I have not unlocked that marble before. Just an interesting note. Still on my way back down, there is, back across the bridge, there is a structure here, and inside, on a table, is the second, I believe, yep, the second of 5 scrolls.
Oh, they're still after me. I don't know if I lost them, but I can't run anymore. I just need a second to catch my breath. If anybody finds this, these might be the last words of Jar. I heard murmurs of revolution around the soup cauldron, and I heard a name. GTFO. Goblins tired of false depression. I risked my life to join them. But that life wasn't worth living anyway. But now I finally have something to fight for. If I survive the night, that is.
Okay. Jar has had the journey to get here, hasn't she? And then, from that spot where I found the scroll, if we go down these stairs, there is a chest and a lucky die. I was running away from goblins, so I overshot the entrance a little bit, but I decided to check out this area a little bit more carefully, and there's actually directly across from him, there's a ledge up there. You jump up, oh, jump up here, just to make it easier. You can climb over and find a chest. Okay. Okay, here we are towards the cave entrance that we're going towards, and thus far, even in my explorations on the way back, I have managed to avoid killing anything. So, here we go.
They're just a bunch of fascists. Don't believe anything they say.
Hello, I've got goblin permission to pass. I need to get into that cave.
No, and I don't care who sent you. It's too risky. We don't want any more violence. Oh, hiding something, fascist? Let's see what you got in there.
If shoot him in the face is option D, I believe I can dream up more compelling options A, B, and C.
Distract snack, bribe snack, or seduce snack. Okay, the seduce is just funny, but let's try. Oh, let's try bribing first. I think that's the
Here is
most
a
likely
little
to
tip
succeed.
For you, sir. So, how about letting me by now, huh?
All right, but I better not hear about this getting out. Ah! You're a fascist too! Rampant unsexed capitalism kills!
Turn back. This place is protected.
Good call, newbie. That goblin never would have gone for it if we'd hit on him. He was not picking up on our vibes.
Wow, congrats, Val. You've leveled up in recognizing social cues. You're really growing.
Aww. skeletons, huh? I can possibly ignore them, at least for the duration of the. So let's plan this. Looks like this is a bridge. I might have to do some jumping. Pass. See ya.
All right, Scroll. I don't like you, and you don't like me. But let's just get this done. I want that weapon.
Oh, they're coming for me. They are not forgetting about me.
Now, what does this say? Aperta dilatato foraminis. I believe seduction is off the table here.
Oh, guess I won't be able to do this without violence.
I just saved you from a lifetime of embarrassing yourself. You're welcome. Overload!
Oh, small holes. Neat.
Oh, thank you so much for noticing.
Ready to cast. Swish and flick.
Well, let's level up. So I definitely want elusive, especially if I'm using a weapon that isn't vampiric. And more dexterity. Let's get those crits happening even more. Pick up Guardian Skulls. This probably dropped for a reason. Place skulls. There.
You have completed the ritual, but at what cost?
Somewhere out there, there's loot for the taking.
How dare you wake me from my ancient slumber? I am Runefeld, guardian of the Dark Hole. First of my name, last of my kind. Somewhere in the middle of reading anywhere between 1 and 4 novels simultaneously. I have stood in this spot and guarded this cave for time immemorial. Except I personally remember it. But that could be considered more of a curse than a blessing. Imagine if you could remember every embarrassing thing you've ever said and done, but also you were older than the sun itself. It gets to you after a while. But regardless, you have invaded my ancient hole, and no one is permitted to enter here. I guard a devious, unholy weapon, a relic of times long past, and only those worthy of using it can pass me. And no one is worthy, so no one passes me. Is that clear? I could perhaps be a bit more concise when I explain that part to people. It has been a very, very long time since I have had any visitors. It is possible the fascist goblins who have recently taken to guarding this place are quite good at their jobs. But it is unimportant. What is important is the fact that you have somehow invaded my deep, cavernous crevasse, and you cannot be allowed to leave. For no one shall be permitted to take my secrets out into the world. The world is not ready for a weapon of this caliber. My sole purpose in this world is to protect this weapon from those who would have the hubris, the audacity, to think they can wield it responsibly. I have seen more errors than you can imagine. Epochs, even. And no one has ever managed to convince me that this weapon should be released from my grasp. That means I have killed a lot of people. So many people. Oh, what have I done? No, it's fine. I'm fine. It's fine. And I will not hesitate to add you to that list of dead. It's a very long list. I can read it to you should you require before combat. Though the most ancient of names are quite difficult to pronounce, given that those alphabets no longer functionally exist. I can, however, give it my best shot. Ixbranix the Fourth. Be the brave. Lorkin the lion-hearted.
Holy gob almighty, is this dude really still talking?
Hey, excuse me! I worked really hard on this speech, so shut up and listen!
Flirksnax Bandaquad. Hall. Oh well, that is probably enough names. You get the point. I am a stone-cold murderer, and I will do anything to protect this weapon. It is the only reason I exist. If I do not protect it, why do I exist at all? What am I? Would I dissolve into the ether? Would I turn to mist? Would I simply cease to exist? We will never know, because I will be responsible and carry out my purpose until the end of time. You, trespasser, have violated the sacred goblin sanctuary. And if I can go on, you're allowing me to go on? Okay, I'm going to go on. And if I can go on, I would just like to inform you that you have come all this way for naught, and you will not be permitted to fight me for my weapon Anyways, I am incredibly tired. This has absolutely wiped me out. And if you're not going to do anything hostile, then I'm going back to bed for the next century and a half. Until some other idiot arrives. Good night. Also, thank you for listening. It means a lot to me to feel heard.
Well, if there were ever a time for a loot and scoot, it would be now.
Burdened with terrible purpose. Let me take a quick look around this chamber before I decide to cut out I guess that's it.
The weapon is in your hands. Now go on, skedaddle out of this dusty pit.
You know, I think we did all right, non-violence-wise.
Yeah, totally. But I did learn something. And that something is this. Violence really is the answer to most things, most of the time.
Hard to argue with that.
Alright, let's go turn this in. Alright, on my way out, as I'm about to consider jumping back across the bridge, I was able to see that on top of a pillar there is a lucky die.
Ooh, luck going up.
Alright, I made my way back across the bridge because I saw something I wanted to check out. And, so if you jump over here to this, you can make the jump across over to that. Come up here. Jump over to here. Jump across this gap. Come around the back of here so you can make it up there. And now we're on a ledge that's overlooking here. And if we follow it to the end, ooh, there is a lucky die.
Oh, that's one lucky die.
Okay, that lightning spell I just picked up, I want to use that. That just sounds awesome. The lightning will chain to nearby enemies. So that's my new spell. Oh, this was unexpected. Snack tried to charge me a fee on the way out. Well, I am not having that. Actually, he attacked me, so I didn't have too much choice in the matter. But yeah. Sorry, I only started recording in the beginning, halfway through that. I did not expect him to attack me like that. Oh, I'm almost back. No reason to cut out again. Did I? Oh, that's just a regular one. I thought I saw something inside there.
So, have you retrieved the weapon? We can live our peaceful lives without fear?
It's been done, and I took your advice to heart vis-a-vis violence. Kind of.
What a relief! For your wonderful gobletarian efforts, you may keep that wretched weapon. Thank you, adventurer.
To an opportunist, every map is a treasure map.
Alright, what did I just get? This? Goblin's Bane of the Stunner. Goblin's Bane. Melee attacks deal 100% damage against enemies above 95% total hit points. Nice. Perverse Charisma fueled by Avarice. Plus 14 melee damage. It is fire. Echo. Melee attacks deal 7% of all non-melee damage dealt by the Fate Maker over the last 10 seconds as bonus damage. And reset this bonus. So I guess you fire or cast spells or whatever, and then interesting. I may try that out. Okay, so it seemed likely to me that this next quest, this last quest, would lead me into this area here. And this smaller area here was left unexplored, so I wanted to go ahead and see what was over here.
Plenty, but I could always have more.
And I found me an Obelisk. Tiny Tina announced when I approached it that it would summon a gross piggy goblin. Big piggy goblin. So I think I'm going to be in for a fight. Let's see how it goes.
Cooldown took ages. Nothing like a job well done. Sky Hammer!
Big war.
Let's see. If I'm here, then that means... Fear the storm!
Okay, I need to put... I need a vampiric weapon. This is just too much.
Back in business! Wait for it. Hey, come stand over here for a bit.
The Goblin Falls! His skinny little butt shall terrorize the countryside no more!
That was actually rather challenging. But it looks like I got some good stuff. Alright, I'll just show you what I decided to... Alright, I think I'm going to be keeping this Quaking Eruption of Unrelenting. Yeah, that's pretty good, and it repeats itself with a large radius. That's a pretty good spell. Alright, I actually got two decent ice spells, so it was a choice between these, and I think overall I'm going to go with the Impaling's Ice Spike of Severity, because ultimately I think it's because it's a Worm Weaver, and because it does this. So yeah, I'm going to have fun. I think I'm going to keep this Bonk Stick of Mirth. As much as the Goblin's Bane of the Stunner is better in most capacities, and the venomous frostbite of the Crusher seemed like it did frost and fire damage, and those things were awesome. I think I just showed myself I really just need the vampire. So, unfortunately, that's just going to be a requirement for me, I guess,
wonder where the best
unless I have some other way of regaining health. Alright, that's gonna be it for this one. We've got one side quest left to do here. We have 8 lucky dice, a poetry page, and a rune switch left to find. So the main question I have, so a rune switch and a poetry page, I'm sure I'll be able to find in this area. Will I be able to find 8 more lucky dice in here? Have I already missed some? I don't know. Oh, and 3 more scrolls. I guess we'll find out. See you next time.